Hello, and welcome back to Mr. Anderson's Let's Play of Famicom Detective Club, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Last time we talked to the principal a little bit. Kazaki, the janitor, whatever his name was, tried to kill Ayumi. I don't know why I remember her name. But we're in the process of trying to contact the principal as of right now. For some reason, he's being notoriously difficult to get a hold of. I think he has something to hide. Okay. I asked you to continue the investigation, not go back. Sorry, B is cancel. I'm so used to it being okay. Yeah, it's from the save point. An unusual connection. Last time, on the unusual connection, there was no Chinese connection. Principal Urabi admitted to lying about Tazaki's alibi. However, he not once lost his composure without showing the least bit of regret for his actions. Without a doubt, this is one of the traits that has helped him become the man he is today. Something to respect Urabi from the bottom of his heart, Hibino showed no signs of doubt in the principal's competency either. These two are suspicious. Okay, let's look around here. We're in the staff room, I believe. Here. Ask about. I hope you uncover what you're after soon, detective. Okay, let's go to the principal's office. Let's check this place out. Principal Urabi, are you here? Doesn't look like he's here. Let's do some snooping. Let's check around. Where? The blinds are shut. Let's open them. Who's that out there? Who is that out there? Looks to be looking around. Maybe talking? I don't know what they're doing. Smoking a cigarette. It's the strange man I saw with Principal Urabi. Off we go. Smoking on school grounds, huh? Drat, he's already gone. Let's look and search around. He isn't here. Someone else is here, though. Why are you tripping? Man. Did you see anyone come through here just now? Seems like the cat's got his tongue. Come with me if you ain't chicken. Huh? This might be a trap. You're him, ain't you? You're that weirdo who's been hanging around the school lately. Huh? I don't think so. Thing of man. I'm asking the questions here. Listen, I don't mean you any harm. You're that... What am I? Don't mess with me, G-Money. Hey, I call people G-somethings all the time. Jake G-Dog. Depending on their first name, like N-Dog, G-Dog, V-Dog. I'm asking the questions here. I'm Detective Mr. Anders. Oh, please. You's just one of those wannabe babies who watch too much Law and Order. There's the bell. What am I going to do about this, though? Let's think about it. I don't have any business here. I've got to get on with the investigation. Yeah, run, little baby. Run! Just like I thought. I'd beat you like a small little dog, boy. Let's check out his fedora. Well, no. Not fedora. What do they call that? He sort of looks like Mr. Dandy from Space Dandy. Seems a little angry. Looks like I've been caught by a real weirdo here. He hasn't even got any eyebrows. You better watch out, I'm gonna bust a nut or cap all over your face. Dude, that is the worst threat ever. I'm gonna bust a nut all over your face. This isn't a bukkake. Shut up. You know what I meant? Yeah, laugh it up. You won't be laughing in a minute or two. Yeah, when you bust a nut all over my face? Hey. Where do you think you're going? Your mama put up more of a fight last night. What you say about my mama? Okay, now it's on. I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. Oh, you gonna fight now, baby? Huh? Oh, I'm real scared. I'm a brown belt in karate, you know. I'm a black belt, bitch. Oh, really? Well, I'm a black belt. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, right. You couldn't fight your way out of your mama's pussy. What's going on here? Lady Tachibana, I was just about to protect you from this pervert. Look at his zipper, it's half open. Oh, I was just about to bust my nut on your face. You don't have to call me daddy, but you will respect me. He's with me, he's a detective. Yeah, keep your mouth open. Something might get stuck in it, you little bitch. Detective? Oh, it was on like Donkey Kong. You're a sight for sore eyes, Ayumi. But hey, when we got here today, you said you wanted to tell me something. What was it? Well, I eavesdropped on you while you were talking to Mrs. Hayama in the art room the other day. I heard you talking about someone called Mr. Canada being murdered. I've been reading up on it ever since. Sorry for going and doing things on my own again. What do you know about the Canada case? I realized something while I was researching the Canada case. I don't think Yoko was killed by Canada murderer. Oh, why not? Tell me more, tell me more. There's so much I've learned lately about Shinobu's disappearance, and that you cheat a man who killed himself. And that black car seemed speeding away from the scene of the crime. What if it was a white car, huh? But still, there are so many dead ends. And on top of all this, Yoko's murder is still a mystery. Mister. Please let me help you. If we work together, there's probably a lot I could help you discover. Otherwise, we might be too late. Please. I implore you. Weird kid. I worry about you, Lady Tachibana. What you're proposing sounds dangerous. Are a few of my assistants, my lady? Chivalry's not dead. It just has a really bad hairdo. Thanks, Hitomi. Huh, so this is Hitomi, huh? Since you know Ayumi, I suppose you're in the cool. I'm the ringleader of all the punks here in Yoshimitsu. The name's Hitomi Kawaii, like Hitomi cute. You're Hitomi? Hey, you haven't said whether or not I can join you yet. Depends on what your stats are like. So that's it. All that hostility is gone now. Well, whatever. The more the merrier, I suppose. I'm glad to have you on our team, Hitomi. I can use a little bit of muscle, mister. Great. It's settled. Oh, he's a lot happier now. What about busting a nut on my face now? I saw him leave with the principal a while ago today. Huh. What a revelation. He was supposed to talk to me later. Ever since Yoko was killed, he's been showing up at the school from time to time. You might want to ask the principal about it. Something don't smell right here. Oh, yes. It might be your top lip. Nothing to say about that. Whenever I talk with that guy, he's got this weird glazed over look in his eyes. Huh? Canada? Looks like it'll be up to me to crack yet another case. Sigh. No, nothing to think about. Ayumi. What? Who could he be? Nothing. 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 The person is here. That person is here. Okay, I get it. Speak to Hitomi. I guess we have more to talk to him about. Huh? Let's check him. This is Hitomi Kawai. I don't know who he is or how he knows the principal. All I know is I never saw him until recently. Okay. I don't know who he is or how he knows the principal. Okay. By the way, you were friends with Yoko, right? Yoko was my best friend. We never let each other out of her sight, let me tell you. She was always there, cheering me on. Who in the right mind would go and do something like that? Yoko! That guy's days are numbered. He's a little bit bipolar. He's turning away. Let him be, mister. Maybe we could let Hitomi be our eyes and ears around the school. After all, he seems to be the one of us who's seen the strange man the most. Wow, definitely, Ayumi. Let's meet up here as detectives every day after school, okay? Farewell, Lady Tachibana. I'm glad we're all on the same team. Okay. Alright, so they left. I wish things were better for her. It's just that when we're all working together like this, investigating something, I can't help but remember how it used to be with Yoko. You know I can't replace Yoko. I guess we'll have to do our best for her sake. Ayumi's gone. Yeah, I hope this works out for the best. This is the front of the high school. Well, what should I do now? Let's see if that man's here. This is the front of the high school. Just now, as the student comes passing by. Yeah? Have you seen this man? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. He's a good guy. Yeah? They don't seem to be hearing much of what I have to say. That southern twang he talks with really strikes a chord with me sometimes, you know? Huh? I'm just speaking to myself. Oh. Maybe I should head down to the Galleria. I've got a feeling I'm going to bump into the principal and his friend again. This is the Galleria. It's pretty early in the evening. There's hardly anybody out yet. Speak to? Pimp. I like the name Pimp. Welcome, sir. If you're looking for a date, I've got you covered. Huh. Ah, so this is Ayumi. As fine as a winter sunset. Ah, that's a weird, compliment. Do you recall those two men you rushed over to greet the other day? I greet hundreds of customers a night, kid. So ask him about the Canada case. Canada case? Sounds expensive. What kind of case is it? Leather? Alligator? Oh, no, not that kind of case. How about the silver case? What are you, some kind of detective? You are. You can't ask me to remember all of the people that come through here. Are you sure it was me who greeted them? Work can be rough on the senses. Yes it can. Good timing. A woman happens to be passing by just now. Huh. See you soon, Mr. Detective. Oh, hey girl, what's going on? How's it going? Oh, I don't think this is a woman of respectable job, but hey. Nice looking girl. Thanks. The thing of Urabe. Let's ask her about that. I haven't seen anybody like that around here. Huh. Do you know anything about the Canada incident? Oh, I never seen much of those TV crime dramas. My job keeps me here pretty much all the time. What is that you do? Hey, you're pretty cute. My type of guy. I'm a little too young for you, but hey, I like older women. Hard. Oh, drat, I'm gonna be late. Feel free to drop by my bar sometime, sugar. When you're old enough, of course. Hey, tell the MC here to stop by my bar. His tab's 3 months old. Oh, the pimp, you mean? The pimp is inside. Let's go inside. Hey, kids can't come in here. Sorry about that, but rules are rules. I'm the owner of this place. Call me Mizuno. Hey, aren't you that detective everyone's talking about? Wow, word gets around fast around here. Yes, I have a few questions to ask you about. Do you have any information about the Canada case? The old Canada case. How long has it been? Did you notice anything about it? What are you looking for? Are you referring to the unresolved murder case of Genjiro Canada from years ago? Yes, I am. If so, then yes, I do know quite a bit about it. Huh? Shinobu Asakawa? I only saw her once. I don't know her very well. I probably couldn't even pick her out her face if I were to see it. How about Genjiro? He was Goro's father, and the victim of the murder. Huh. Let's ask about Goro. Did he spend any time here? He was a ladies' man, after all. You see, I was a friend of Goro's, back when we were young. Huh. Can you tell me more? It was most peculiar, as I remember it. Goro seemed rather undisturbed about the death of his father. Soon after the murder, I caught wind of a strange rumor. Huh. What's the rumor? Some people were wondering if Goro might have done it himself in order to get his hands on his father's fortune. Sounds good to me. Huh? That's safe to assume. We lost touch soon after the murder. He spent his life perusing ever since. Another interesting rumor is that Goro isn't even a blood relative of Genjiro Canada. Huh? If that's the case, then I could well believe he'd have it in him to kill. But keep in mind that this is all just hearsay. but it could be close. Goro never seemed like he hated the man, though I always led me to believe they got along fine. Goro was never short on cash either. I never got the impression he needed money bad enough to kill anyone. Unless Goro found out who the real blood relative was, if he wasn't a relative. I haven't seen him in more than 10 years, and I don't have much intention of doing so now. Have you seen this girl? Where have I seen that girl before? The train in the background's a nice touch. It's probably just my imagination. I see a lot of girls come and go around this place, but what would she be doing here? Excuse me, I have to get back to work soon. I need to start preparing for tonight's clientele. If you're looking for Goro, you may be able to find him yet. He still lives somewhere in town, I believe. By the way, do you know a man with an eye patch? His name's Goro, too. He has a knife. He usually hangs out with Kazuma Kiryu. Where it is, he's recently exhausted all of his inheritance. Damn, that was fast. You're old enough to know worthiness precedes reward, aren't you? From what I know about Goro, I bet he's up to something. Some sort of scheme to stay rich. Let's look around for our principal. Well, the principal and his friend are nowhere to be seen. But at least I managed to find out a bit more about Goro. Okay. Hey, detective man. You sure I can help you find the girl of your dreams? Sure, I can help, okay. Speaking of girls, that one who came by earlier wanted me to tell you to go pay your liquor bill. A cough. Oh, that's not what I want to hear from her. Usagi seems to be out at the moment. It's possible that Goro killed his own father, but from what I've heard, it's unlikely. I'll need to see what he has to say about that black car. In other news, I finally managed to have somewhat of a conversation with Principal Yorabe. He seemed like a dignified man, just as everyone's been saying. But it's more than what it seems, I'm sure. I get the feeling he's got sort of unusual connection to the strange man, and he does look strange, a little psychotic. Let's go to the old building. We said we would meet them every morning, however. I hope Ayumi and Hitomi have figured something out. We're running out of time. Yoko and Shinobu. Sort of hoping Shinobu is the ninja shinobi. Guess I must be early. Nobody's here yet. Oh, sounds like someone's coming. Hey, mister. Hey, Ayumi. Where's Hitomi? I don't know. We have different classes. I haven't seen him yet today. Suspicious. Let's see. Let's give Hitomi a call out. Hitomi. I wonder if Hitomi misheard us when we agreed to meet here after school. Well, we were all standing right here last night when we agreed. I hope he's okay. Strange. Hitomi should have been here by now. School just let out a couple minutes ago. Maybe he was abducted. This place is changing. I just get a bad feeling when I'm around here. That's all. Let's go to the front of the school, Ayumi. See if he's there. Man, I have to clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Let's look around. Two students are nearby, quietly whispering to each other about something. Probably about how handsome I am. Let's see if they have seen him. Hitomi, I mean. I wonder what they're talking about. Mr. tries to listen in on the students' conversation. Whisper, whisper. Wow, are you serious? No way. What did they say? They're whispering so softly. Maybe she can get on that conversation. What? The tale of the girl in the back has spread like crazy the last few days. I bet it's what they're talking about. People can't seem to stop talking about it lately. Well, there might be a murderer who was connected to it. Mister, I keep getting those chilly feelings more and more. And yesterday, one student claimed that she could hear a girl sobbing cries in an empty classroom. Something is here at the school. Something that's got everyone scared stiff. Maybe the girl in the back really isn't dead. Hey, maybe the reason Hitomi's late is because he discovered something. At any rate, we're lucky to have him on our team. He means well. If I find Hitomi, I'll have him wait for you by the old building. Okay? It might be a good idea to see what you can find out about the new girl and back rumors from the teachers. So that means I should move to the faculty room. Sounds like a good idea. I could have sworn I saw Mr. Hibino flinch when I brought up the Canada murder. I really need to have another talk with him. Alright, Ayumi. See you in a bit. Wait, before you go, mister. I'm going to go meet up with Mr. Kamada for a little while. But afterwards, I'd love if you could walk with me back to the office. Sure. Heart. Alright, see you later. Heart. I wonder why he keeps saying heart. Maybe he has a heart on for her. See what I did there? This is the staff room. I wonder if there's a lot of staph infections. Speak to? Let's speak to, the other teacher. I don't see Hibino around. Yes? What is it? Have you seen Urabe? He's been in and out quite a bit recently. Is there a man who's been showing up at the school recently? There's a man who's been showing up at the school recently. He seems to know the principal somehow. I know who you're talking about. It's possible he's an alumnus. He seemed rather vulgar. I saw him only briefly the other day, but I didn't get a very good feeling about him. The old murder case, I'm afraid I don't know much about it. I only came here 3 years ago. I'm terribly sorry, but I can't help you there. I don't know. You might. I'm terribly sorry, but I can't help you there. You ask me about it every time you see me. I can tell it must be something of great importance. Yes, it seems to be tied into a lot of recent events. I see. I'm confident you'll find the connection, Detective. You sure shook Mr. Hibino up the other day. What did you ask him? About the Canada case. I see. Official detective business, huh? Hitomi. Miss Hitomi is a detective friend of yours, correct? I don't believe I've ever had that student in any of my classes. So what are the new rumors about the girl in the back? The student have recently been talking their little heads off lately. Those darn ghost stories are all they ever talk about anymore. It's quite unsettling. For a while there, I thought he was getting better, but lately it looks as though he's slipped back into malaise. He seemed to take a turn for the worse right after speaking with you the other day. It looks like we're shaking the bee's hive. He should be here any time now. What could be keeping Mr. Hibino? Maybe if we speak of the devil, he'll show up. He usually drops by around this time of day. I actually have a commitment presently. I'd go now, but I can't leave the staff room unattended. Feel free to wait here as long as you like, though. Well, isn't that a coincidence? Good day, Mr. Hibino. Mr. Oh, surprised to see me. Well, I'll be on my way now. Take care, detective. Come to any conclusions yet, detective? Don't deflect on me. No, but I think I'm beginning to understand how big of a connection there may be between these two murders. The principal is a magnificent person. You pause there. Maybe you have a different idea of a magnificent person? Do you know anything about a man who's been coming to see the principal lately? This person is neither a teacher nor a student. Let's try asking about the candidate case again. Could he simply not know anything? It's always a possibility. Or he's hiding something, and I'm going to bet on the latter. He's really tied shut. Why do you keep talking about the principal as if he were some sort of criminal? Huh? Pardon me. Mr. Hibino, if you know anything about the Canada incident, I'd appreciate it if you tell me. Well, actually, there is something I know about it. But I'd rather not talk about it. It brings up such awful memories. I don't think I could bear to mention it. Well, you will mention it. This guy is stonewalling me here. Is he connected to the girl in the back? Could we talk about something else, please? I'm back. By the way, detective, I bumped into Ayumi while she was out. You should feel honored. You have such upstanding friends. Upstanding friends? That's a bit of a misspelling. A typo. She asked me to tell you that she'd gotten a hold of Hitomi, and that he's waiting for you by the abandoned school building. I'll be back for you later. Call you Stonewall Jackson now. Hey, Mambo Jambo, how you been? Nice work, Hitomi. Hey, you discovered anything? Maybe. Just tell me already. Alright. Did you find out anything about the man? That chap you were talking about before, eh? What's with the way he talks all the time? Better not go down that road. The word on the street is that he started showing up around here the day after Yoko thing happened. Huh? I've got a feeling he's got something to do with the killer. Yeah, me too. See, I know what I'm talking about. I'm more than just one of those Law and Order wannabes. I wonder what it was before they translated it. I wonder if it was Law and Order. Sigh. I mean, I trust my gut. Always have, always will. And it tells me this guy's trouble. What do you know about Yoko? Anything on Yoko? I swear on Yoko's grave that I, Hitomi Kawai, will avenge thee. Yoko, why did you have to die? I gotta have a smoke. Hey, check me out. I'm cool. Oh, wow. Fake cigarette. Hey, what are you doing? You talk so much about doing the right thing and all, but look at you, smoking against the law. You know that. What would Yoko say if she knew you were smoking? At least Ayumi hasn't seen you. Don't you know girls hate being around smoke? Don't cry. Let's check out his hair. Oops. Please don't be vengeful, Hitomi. Please don't be vengeful, Hitomi. Okay, I'm through with smoking. Ah, wow. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I'm sorry. Look, I'm throwing him away. Come on, Hitomi. Can't you do anything right? Ah, he's powering up. He's going to his third form. Super Saiyan Hitomi. Or he was just taking a dump. Oh man, it's not like I was trying to make him cry or anything. Oh, good job. It's starting to get late. What should I do? Let's return to the office. Oh hey, I almost forgot. I've got to meet Ayumi in the art room. Oh. Never mind. This is the art room. Ah, Mr. Long time no see. Good evening, Mr. Kamada. Has Ayumi stopped by yet? No, I haven't seen her. Do you know anything about the man? Mr. Kamada, do you know anything about the man Principal Yorabi is meeting with? Why do you always suddenly come to me with such off-the-wall questions? It's what I do. It just seems to add up. How the principal would be hanging out with suspicious-looking character. It doesn't seem to add up. This man apparently started showing up the day after Yoko incident occurred. The students seem to be more and more uneasy these days ever since the Yoko incident happened. Of course. The principal sets a wonderful example for the rest of us, a model educator. If I remembered anything, you'll be the first to know. Mr. Hibino's been acting strange, as if he knows something. However, it's very touch and go with him. He seems to resent the tale of the girl in the back for some reason. Notice anything? He's a bit young to know anything much about the Canada affair. Perhaps he was a student here at the time. He could know Shinobu. Nothing there. Did you notice anything? What about this portrait? It's a portrait. No, now that I think about it, I can't recall any students named Hibino ever going to Yoshimitsu. Maybe I forgot about him, though. I assume that's what you're thinking, most likely. I'm not sure. Speaking of the Canada case, girl had supposedly seen a black car. A black car from 15 years ago, eh? That's interesting. Did you notice anything about the car? No. Do you know anything about it? Oh, it's probably nothing. Well, something is anything. Excuse me. Where are you going? I have to go to the restroom. Maybe we can check the portrait now? It's just my imagination, or is that a portrait staring straight at me? Wait a second. Did that painting move? Oh, come on. Now I know my eyes are playing tricks on me. Mister? Mister, were you staring at? What were you staring at just now? That sketch? It's a spitting image of Yoko. Oh. That's exactly how she looked that one day in the mirror. What's all this commotion? Huh? Mr. Kamada, when was that portrait of Yoko sketched? Mister? That isn't Yoko. It was given to me many years ago, a gift from a former graduate. The portrait was one of her old friends. Oh my. Mister, that's Shinobu Asakawa. Uh-oh. I think an interview with the artist would be well worth your time. Definitely. What did you say her name was? So another suspect enters the case, huh? This is the home of Ryoko Katsuragi, a former friend of Shinobu's. It's a pleasure to meet you. Please, call me Ryoko. Pleased to meet you. I'm Detective Mr. Ander. Mr. Kamada told me about you. He said you wanted to know about the portrait of Shinobu I sketched. Ah, you're quite pretty. She was a friend of mine, back in high school. I was devastated when I heard she'd gone missing. When I graduated, I gave the portrait to the school in her memory. Oh, sweet of you. In the final few months I knew her, she had really started to change quite drastically. So what did you notice? She seemed a bit more flashy and loud than she had ever been before. Probably something to do with Goro. That much I suspected. If only she hadn't gotten involved with him, none of this might have ever happened. I tried to be a good friend to her, but she chose her own path. Don't frown. Turn that frown upside down. Do you know anything about Yoko's notebook? Have you seen her? Did she come and talk to you? What do you know about the girl in the back? Shinobu's disappearance has to be what started all those ghost stories. I have never given up hope that she might still be alive today. Which is why I was startled a few weeks ago. You say you were startled? If I remember correctly, it happened exactly 2 weeks ago. That night I heard someone knocking at the door. Thinking it was my husband, I casually opened it and... there Shinobu was, standing right there in front of me. She hadn't changed a bit in 15 years. Some women are just lucky like that. I was so shocked, I couldn't manage to utter a single word. She then started to speak, which was the strangest part. She introduced herself as Yoko Kojima, a student at Yoshimitsu High School. Maybe they just look alike. So Yoko must have managed to follow the trail all the way here. But why is everyone confusing her for Shinobu? I keep going down. As she interviewed me, I couldn't help but notice
how much she reminded me of Shinobu. It wasn't just her looks. Her mannerisms and style of speech seemed exactly like Shinobu's. As she got up to return home, she left me with these words. I have reason to believe Shinobu is still somewhere within Yoshimitsu High School. There's no doubt in my mind. What could that mean? I don't know if she's a ghost anymore. The whole experience has left me with such an uncomfortable feeling. Yes, that's her all right. Although she seems so different here than how she seemed when I saw her. The resemblance was uncanny, though. I'll never forget it. If Yoko was indeed murdered, then I wondered if the killer had thought the same thing I did. Oh, maybe they saw Yoko and thought she was Shinobu. I've told you all I know. Is there something on your mind? I'll let you know if I recall anything more. Think. Hey, I wonder if Yoroko ever knew Mr. Hibino when he was young. They seem they're just about the same age. Back when you were at Yoshimitsu, you didn't have to have any classmates named Hibino, did you? Hibino? I'm sorry, but I didn't think I ever knew anyone by that name. Huh. One thing does come to mind, though. Shinobu was best friends with a boy all throughout junior high. What was his name? Oh yes, his last name was Uchida. Uchida? Uh-oh. Yes, he went to school with us at Yoshimitsu for a while. The main suspect in the Kana case was a man named Uchida. Really? The Uchida boy we knew was just a boy at the time. It couldn't have been him. Come to think of it, wasn't it around that time that he moved away? Maybe it's Hibino's father. That could be it. I apologize, but my husband will be home shortly. I'll let you know if I remember anything else relevant. Yes, please. Thank you for your time. I'll be on my way now. I'll try my best to cooperate in any way I can. But Detective, when Yoko said she thought Shinobu was still somewhere in the school, what could that mean? Maybe she's in the old building. This is the Utsugi Detective Agency. Usagi seems to be out at the moment. He always seems to be out. Yoko must have found the old sketch just as I did, leading her to Shinobu's old classmate, Ryoko Katsuragi. Those strange words she left Ryoko with. What could they possibly mean? Another lead that's been opened up is this Uchida boy, who seems to be another childhood friend of Shinobu's. However, I don't know if he was any relation to Tarahiku Uchida, the former suspect. It's entirely possible, though. Next, there's the strange man. Hitomi says he started showing up the day after Yoko was murdered. I have a feeling the Uchida boy is Hibino. That's why he's so close-lipped about it. He doesn't want to be associated with the Kaneda murder. Who could he be? And what's his connection to the principal? They say the strange man looks about 30. A few names come to mind when thinking of suspicious 30-somethings. Goro and the Uchida boy. But why would either of those two have anything to do with the principal. Oh, jeez, I slept so late. Oh, looks like we have a message. Hey, there's a message on the machine. Mister, I hope you get this message soon. We've only got a few days left before the statute of limitation expires on the Canada case. If you uncover anything about it, let me know ASAP. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. I think this might be a good time to call the video. We've discovered a few interesting points of this case, and hopefully we'll find out soon who this Uchida boy is. I think he might have a big part in this investigation. But that'll have to wait for later. Yes, overwrite. I'd like to thank you for joining me for another Let's Play of Famicom Detective Club. If you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a Patreon if you'd like to donate. It's Patreon.com/Mr. Anderson. The link is also in the description below and in the About section. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.